Tonight, we uncover the shocking story of Katiso KT Molefe, a polished Santon businessman with degrees, wealth, and influence, now accused of masterminding a multi-billion rand airport heist and linked to the assassinations of South Africa's most famous DJs. This is the rise and fall of KT Molefe. Katiso Molefe was born on March 15, 1975 in Johannesburg. He came from a modest background but pursued education with ambition. He studied economics at the University of Johannesburg and later earned a master's in development studies from the University of Limpopo. Molefe's sharp intellect and networking skills helped him climb fast, from provincial manager at the National Lottery Board to a wealthy businessman living in Santon with stakes in real estate, hospitality, and government tenders. In August 2025, the nation's headlines erupted. Katiso KT Molefe was accused of orchestrating a staggering multi-billion rand airport development heist, a saga rooted deep in Machabeng's cargo hub dreams. It began in August 2023, when the Machabeng local municipality officially advertised a tender, RFP/02/2023-24, for a private developer to manage the proposed Welkom Cargo Airport project, a strategic initiative to transform the facility into a cargo logistics powerhouse, with the area designated as a special economic zone. But suspicion arose quickly. By mid-November 2023, just 2 days after the tender was advertised, the contract had been awarded to a company registered only days before. Sebastian Investment and Logistics Lit joint venture, a shell on paper, allegedly tied to Molefe. Investigative reporting described how Molefe allegedly manipulated this process, engineering documents, influencing procurement decision-makers, and steering the mega project in his favor. It wasn't a violent smash and grab. Rather, it was the calculated work of paperwork, boardrooms, and backrooms. A heist executed by ink, influence, and infrastructure. Yet the scheme stalled before it truly began. Machabeng failed to provide the required land lease agreement, effectively halting the project's progress and exposing the tender's legality and transparency to public scrutiny. The controversy didn't just simmer, it spread. Political factions like Action SA were quick to demand answers, calling for the release of bid adjudication records, functionality reports, conflict of interest declarations, and oversight from anti-corruption units, the Auditor General, and even the SIU. So the scene is set, a bold infrastructure coup, rooted in opaque tender mechanics, unraveled by procedural failures and political accountability. This wasn't just a corruption scandal, it was a cautionary tale of ambition and overreach. One of the most shocking accusations ties Molefe to the death of a South African music icon, Upa John Safoka, better known as DJ Somebody. DJ Somebody was more than a DJ. He was a pioneer in the Amapiano movement, a hitmaker who gave the world songs like Monate Impolaye and Ayapiep. His music dominated clubs, radio stations, and playlists across the nation. But Somebody wasn't just an artist. He was a businessman too, co-founder of the popular Ayapiep Lifestyle Lounge, a luxury nightlife spot in Pretoria and Cape Town that attracted celebrities, politicians, and the country's elite. From humble beginnings, he had risen to fame and fortune, turning his name into a brand. He represented success, hustle, and the dream of making it big in South Africa's entertainment scene. But in 2022, that dream ended in blood. DJ Somebody was ambushed and killed in a hail of bullets, a murder that shocked South Africa. Prosecutors now say Katiso Molefe orchestrated the hit, with WhatsApp messages and cell phone data allegedly linking him to the hitmen who carried out the assassination. Molefe is also accused of being tied to the killing of Hector Buthelezi, better known in entertainment circles as DJ Vintos. Unlike Somebody who was already a national celebrity, Vintos was a rising figure in Gauteng's vibrant house and Amapiano scene. He built his following through local tavern gigs, township festivals, and popular radio sets where his mixes gained loyal fans. Vintos was admired for his raw energy behind the decks, often described as the DJ who could turn a quiet night into a riot of dance. He was on the path to bigger stages, slowly turning his name into a brand, with talk of venturing into event promotion and opening his own venue. But that journey was cut short. In a violent and calculated attack, DJ Vintos was killed, leaving behind grieving fans, family, and a future never realized. Prosecutors say his murder was not random. They argue it was connected to the same network of violence that claimed the life of DJ Somebody, a network allegedly directed by Molefe. Ballistic tests deepen the mystery. The very same gun used to murder DJ Somebody was also linked to the 2023 killing of engineer Armand Swart and a failed assassination attempt on actress and influencer Tebogo Thobagin. The evidence painted a chilling picture. One weapon, several crimes, and all roads allegedly leading back to Molefe. In August 2025, Molefe appeared in the Alexandra Magistrates Court. He applied for bail, but prosecutors presented powerful evidence: cell phone records, WhatsApp chats, and forensic links to multiple killings. The court ruled against him. The National Prosecuting Authority welcomed the decision, stating that no one, no matter how wealthy or influential, is above the law. Molefe was sent back to prison, where he remains, awaiting trial. Investigators believe Molefe did not operate alone. Reports suggest he had ties to police insiders and political figures, with weapons stolen from police safes allegedly ending up in the hands of his hired killers. Though many of these connections remain sealed in court documents, the accusations point to a network that blurs the line between law enforcement and organized crime. One of Molefe's most notable friendships is with controversial businessman and politician Kenny Kunene, known as the Sushi King. Their relationship has raised eyebrows, especially because when police arrested Molefe at his Santon mansion, they found Kenny Kunene inside the house. Kunene insisted he was simply visiting a friend, but his presence highlighted just how connected Molefe was to South Africa's wealthy and powerful elite. This friendship has fueled speculation about the kind of influence and protection Molefe may have enjoyed before his arrest. On the surface, Molefe was a man of success, living in luxury, dining in Santon's finest restaurants, and networking in the highest business circles. But beneath the polished image, allegations of fraud, corruption, and murder cast a long, dark shadow over his empire. A man once seen as a community leader now stands accused of being a ruthless orchestrator of death. Katiso Molefe's story is still being written. Is he a businessman caught in a storm of accusations, or a powerful figure finally facing justice? The courts will decide. But one thing is certain: his name will forever be tied to some of South Africa's darkest headlines. If you found this investigation compelling, make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And let us know in the comments, is KT Molefe guilty, or has he been framed by forces far greater? Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and stay safe.